Debt feels normal today, almost expected. You got student loans, mortgages, credit cards. It's hard to imagine adult life without it, right? But if you zoom out for a moment, permanent debt is actually one of the strangest social inventions in modern life. And the fact that it feels natural may be the most interesting part. When you think about adulthood, what do you assume comes with it? A job, responsibilities, bills, and most likely debt, right? Very few people stop to question that assumption because it feels like this is just how life works. But for most of human history, people don't live in the permanent, structured, institutional debt. Debt existed, yes, but it was usually short term. It was relational and it was limited. You borrowed within a community and you repaid that within a defined period. What we experience today, decades long mortgages, education costs that assumes you take loans, consumptions enabled by credit, this is something different. Permanent, lifelong debt is not a timeless human condition. It's a modern design, and that matters. Because when something is built into the design of a system, it starts to feel natural. Education, that is priced assuming you will borrow. Housing markets are structured assuming mortgages. Businesses expand assuming credit. Even governments operate through borrowing. So when a system is built on debt, debt feels inevitable, not because humans naturally require it, but because the structure around them depends on it. And this becomes personal. Debt does more than move money from one place to another. It shapes behavior, it influences decision, and it changes how you think about risk. If you owe money long term, you become more cautious. You're less likely to leave a stable job, less likely to challenge authority, and less likely to take creative or entrepreneurial risks. Debt quietly reduces optionality. And optionality simply means the number of choices you realistically feel safe taking. The more obligated you are, the narrower your safe choices become. That also changes your relationship with time. Debt is future labor promised today. It pulls years of future effort into the present. And you're committing tomorrow's work in advance. And once that commitment is made, it reshapes your path. This isn't about blaming individuals. It's not about shame. It's structural. When money enters the system through debt, the entire system slowly orients around obligation. Growth depends on borrowing, and expansion depends on leverage, which simply means using borrowed money to amplify activity. And individuals begin measuring stability by how well they manage their obligations. Over time, debt stops feeling like a tool, and it starts feeling like a condition of existence. And that's the deeper tension. If debt feels natural only because everything around you is built on it, then maybe the issue isn't whether you manage it better. Maybe the issue isn't whether you're disciplined enough. Maybe the real question is this: what kind of system makes permanent debt feels like a normal part of life? Assalamu alaikum. If you're new here, my name is Parama, and alhamdulillah, I've been financially free for many years now. At this stage of my life, I'm more interested in helping others build prosperity as well. But inshallah, in a way that is halal and sustainable. Over time, I developed a step by step framework for halal prosperity so people can build a successful life in this world and, inshallah, aim for sadaqah jariyah, which is an ongoing deeds that continue to benefit others even after they're gone. I presented this framework at the World Bank in Washington, D.C. At its core, the framework is pretty simple, actually. First, learn how to protect your wealth, then grow it responsibly, and finally, distribute that wealth in ways that create lasting legacy and benefit. This channel is where I walk through that framework step by step. We start from the foundation of how money actually works, then move into protecting wealth first, then creating wealth responsibly, and eventually how that prosperity can support others, endure over time, and contribute to a life that balances deen and dunya. If this way of thinking about money and prosperity resonates with you, you're in the right place.